The Justin Animal Alliance is a nonprofit organization committed to educating the public about the importance of spaying and neutering.
The ideal time to spay a dog or a cat is at 12 weeks. We euthanize it, and the shelters 10 to 20,000 dogs and cats a year. It's just a terrible problem. And the only answer to it is spaying and neutering and responsible pet ownership. A lot of the unwanted litters are caused by female dogs being in heat, even in the backyard where they're behind the fence. But maybe it'll keep the female dog in, but it won't keep the male out. It's very common for female dogs not to leave their yard and still become pregnant by a larger dog jumping the fence or digging under the fence and breeding them, and they'll have a litter of puppies that nobody has a place for. They end up as another litter of unwanted puppies that can't find a home, end up dumped at the end of the road or taken to the animal shelter and euthanized. That's what we're trying to prevent by spaying and neutering dogs and cats. It's not always too late to do anything about it, but it's a very expensive process to do something about it when they have a mammary cancer later in life or a uterus full of pus. Those kind of surgeries are expensive, much more expensive than having your dog spayed or neutered when it's younger. It's very common for people to assume that their male dog has feelings that we have about being masculine, when that's really not the case. A dog that's happiest when it's at home, got a good happy home, a good place to live. It's not got a broken leg from being run over by a car. It's not been in dog fights. It's got a good, responsible home to live in and gets to live to be a very old age. That's the very happiest dog that you can have. Not the unneutered dog that has all the health problems and injuries that go along with being unneutered. It's very unusual in dogs for it to be strays breeding strays. It's usually owners that aren't that don't take proper care of their animals. They're usually pets that are owned by people that want their kids to see a litter of puppies or breed a litter of puppies thinking they can sell them, when in fact they can't, and they end up with 4 or 5 more than they can sell, and they end up going to the animal shelter or getting dumped at the end of the road.
To learn more about affordable spay and neuter clinics, call 940-343-7848 or visit us online.